Himself.
Yo, you're watching the #1 biggest pum-pum show in all of the fucking universe. Here we are live with Georgie Porgy. Georgie,
Black Canuck, though.
Georgie,
as you guys know me now.
Georgie,
Black Canuck.
you gotta give me some money. Black Canuck, whatever the fuck. Give me some money, man.
I got the money for him, you know.
Give me some money.
Look at that.
Because we can't film without.
Look at that.
Go suck it.
Another boarded up house. 2 boarded up houses. Could be future places to have a Black Canuck shop or store or something. So the sun's going down. It's still relatively warm if you're in the sunny side, but for the most part it's going down. And it's getting a little bit chilly. This guy has a whole family on wheels. Is that a whole family on wheels? Wow, that's crazy. Pretty cool. So we're cruising on Bloor going west towards Etobicoke. Now I've been walking for a bit and I'm kind of parched. Need fuel up. I need some food. But I'm not really looking for a big meal, so snack food wise. Thing about me is, okay, I'm black. Black Canuck. And yeah, I love chicken. I don't know what that means, but look at that graffiti. That's actually a really cool piece. So yeah, so chicken, fries, I'm blessed. So I'm trying to find out, but there's no KFC up here. There's a lot of these random spots. So let's see if we find something for the fuel up. So where it says Sleep Country, that used to be a spot called Kinko's. Kinko's was a copier, photocopy machines, that type of place. And when I used to hustle my CDs, and this was an area I used to frequent a lot. I sold a lot of CDs around here. I'd go to the Korean Internet Cafe down that way and burn my CDs and then come out of there. So the Korean cafes were like gaming cafes, like gamers. So you could buy a night pass for like 12 bucks and sit down there all night and play games all night. I think from like 8 till 7 in the morning, that kind of thing. And what I used to do, because they had multiple burners, is just go there with a spindle of 200 CDs and just burn. 200 CDs, burn the CDs. Then after I'm done, I'd come here to Kinko's that used to be there and make the covers for the CDs. Put the covers in, package them in the CD thing, hit the road and chop them. 10 bucks a pop. You do the math. So yeah, I would turn 20 bucks into 2,000 bucks type of thing. But Kinko's is not there anymore. Kinko's, I don't even know if you can Google it. Leave a comment below if you know if there's any Kinko's anymore, but I don't think they exist. And that was my flex. And this was the strip. Where I used to whop it down. That's it. Yes, sir. Woo. Working man. Always respect the working man, because they're the ones grinding and building the things you need. Thank you, appreciate it. What kind of cigarettes are these? What kind of cigarettes?
Chinese.
Chinese?
Yeah.
You're Chinese?
Yeah.
What part of China are you from?
Candy.
Oh, how long have you been in Toronto?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And you're doing construction? That's awesome.
There.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day. I don't think he spoke English, but as you can see, I'm that kind of guy. Even if you don't speak English, me and you can have a conversation. Looks like I'm out of a conversation with you guys. If anybody knows what he said, please leave a comment below because I'm not really sure what he said, but we had a good conversation, I think.
Oh, well, yeah.
And they got a stage.
Yes, because you're like, it's the opposite.
Big time over. So yeah, right here it used to be the Brunswick spot at Bloor and Brunswick. That place used to be called the Brunswick spot, and it was a bar, club, big thing. And yeah, on a Friday, Saturday, that's where you catch all the university students partying. Now it's Value Village, so I guess they're in there hunting, vintage hunting. So we're continuing down Bloor, going west towards the Tobaco. I like your style. And yeah, we're just cruising. And once again, I gotta fuel up, get some food. So, time to find a spot. So this area is called the Annex. And the Annex, I find, is a very cool spot. A lot of cool people around here. Like I said, I used to frequent here with my conscious hip hop CDs, and I used to do very well. I think that is particular because the university's there. Not to say other areas are not as smart, but the people around here I find were more educated per se. See that? Annex Billiards Club right there? Annex. So when I used to approach them with the conscious hip hop CDs, they used to gravitate, I guess, towards what I was pushing, what I was hustling, and they liked it. I got a lot of good rapport back from my CD sales. So I'd come out here and chop down like a couple hundred CDs, and then the next time I come out, I'd see people like, "Hey, I had your CD," and I listened to it, and wow, some people were even like, "I didn't know hip hop was like that." People don't know hip hop started out as being something, and I say conscious because it's just not to say. So people say backpacker rappers or underground rappers, this and that, and it was a different style. And yeah, back in the days, I had a lot of different stuff. But the new hip hop I like because I'm a forward-thinking guy. So anything that's futuristic going towards, I like. And I like beats and I like rhymes. And that's it. So a lot of people call this mumble rap or this new stuff. But to me, it's just, it's a lot of people coming from a certain area that are becoming popular. And that's what people are seeing and associating with being the new wave of hip hop. And what I say about the mumble rap is, like, if they're from Memphis or Atlanta or someplace like that, if you go there, the way their cadence and the way they speak is a different type of language. And that's what's expressed in the music. So it's not mumble rap. You just don't understand it. Like anything. CN Tower. So, yeah, this was my stomping ground for a long time. It's obviously changed over the time, but CN Tower, CN Tower. As you can see, very busy. So, yeah, when I used to sell CDs like drug dealers sell drugs, and in a sense, I was selling a drug. I used to, you know, they say they cook it up on the stove. I cooked it up on a CD burner. And I made a lot of guap because I was a good earner. Hey. So, that being said, we're cruising back down Bloor. Not the way I used to remember it, but it's still Bloor and it's still dope. So we're coming up to Bathurst. Bathurst is that way. It's the major intersection up there. And Bloor and Bathurst is prevalent to me because I used to live in a spot down at Christie, which is just past Bathurst. Well, I'll go, like I said, art. And I used to sell my art down here. That's Lee's Palace, a very predominant rock and roll type club. They have a lot of concerts. It's crazy because you look at a place and it has that, but the little doors where you go in, and when you go inside there, it's like a big place inside there when you're in there. It's crazy. Little door, big place. maybe one day I'll go in there and film something. But yeah, Lee's Palace is also known because of the art on the outside of Lee's Palace. Was there was a show, the major, I guess, music station, Much Music, CTV, that kind of building there. They would have like the segments of the rock and the hip hop and that kind of stuff. And Lee's Palace is a place that's known for the art form because the artist, I don't know the artist's name. If you know it, leave a comment below and let me know. But that art was featured in the opening and outtakes of the channel. I'm trying, but I don't know. I'm not a really historian. I've been here, but I don't know all the information. So yeah, that would be, and then you see it out there on there, and that's what it was. So we're cruising back west on Bloor, going towards Tobico, Mississauga, that way, where I grew up. And then this way is the east. Remember, UPS is hiring. I don't know if they're really hiring, but that used to be the joke back in the day. If you need a job, UPS is always hiring. Nowadays, I don't think they are because there's so many drivers and stuff. So, cruising, perusing, and more condos. Now you see where all those buildings are. That's where Honest Ed's used to be. And Honest Ed's was like the hub. It was like, now they have Dollarama, these kind of things. But back in the day, they had Honest Ed's. And for Toronto, that was like the spot. Honest Ed was a entrepreneur and a world traveler. And everywhere he'd go, I guess he would make a link with somebody to get supply on a vast amount of items. And he would just come back, slap them in the store. So Honest Ed's the place you go in there and you get find all kinds of great stuff for cheap, but it wasn't cheap stuff.
I guess a race car driver.
The main thing is pandemic hit. When pandemic hit, that's when a lot of things fell off. And I think for a lot of businesses like that, it used to be the walking traffic is what built the business and kept the business afloat. So when walking traffic stopped, businesses stopped. And then us as Torontonians, we would see places that were iconic, that we've been seeing forever, just disappear. So people being opportunists as they are, see a property up, property manager, property people want to build something, and this is what you see. And this is where Honest Ed's used to be. Now, it's these. And I love progress. And I love condos. Some people are going to hate me for this, but I'm just going to say it. I'm a hustler. The more people, the merrier for me. Because that's more customers for me. The more people out here living and being out here, there's more people I can sell CDs to and just do stuff with. And so yeah, when I see a condo, I'm like, all right then. It's another 5,000-10,000 people for me to chop.
Nothing.
But we're at Bathurst and Bloor, standing on the corner. And that's south going back downtown. That's north going uptown. And that's what it is. Christmas list. He had a store. So his thing was he built websites before he did YouTube. And he's always been a business owner, a boss, successful at everything he does because he understands the demographic of where to place a place and whop it down. And he had a spot up here called A Nerd's World. So he built websites, SEO, ranked #1 in the world for SEO, all that. You can Google that, check it out. And his spot was up here. So when he set up shop up here and was doing that thing, I was living up on Christie, doing my thing. We've always been together, but sometimes we're not. Then we are, and then we pop up again. And I was blessed when he was here doing his thing, I was doing my thing, and yeah, Nerds World, that was another spot, iconic for Toronto. So we're cruising back down Bloor, going west, doing the best. And we're entering Koreatown. So this is a Korean area where they have all the Korean supermarkets and Korean restaurants. And that's where we're headed. Honest Ed's, iconic. I have some pieces. don't know where they're at, but I could find them. When they were tearing the building down, I came around and I acquired some pieces of the signage. It used to, like, the building was huge. And this is what's here now. It's all about progress. I tell people, and look, another place for lease. Remember last year I was telling you about a live place for lease? It's about progress. And what I say with progress is you got to jump on and be a part of what's happening, what's popping. That's the alleyway right there. That used to be crazy. So we'll continue west. On Bloor. Bam, what was that? It sounded crazy, but you know what that was? The sound of progress. And we'll go west on Bloor. Passing through Koreatown. And here we go. Got it. Bam. Interesting fact about Mary Brown's is my friend Bubba, you know, Mega Sean, the one that's in the Konnichiwa Guan, Black and Knees video with me. Good friend of mine. And we've been around each other for a long time, from high school, like for a long time, been around. We know each other. We know each other's palate. We know what we like. We know what food we like. And I was with him one time because he does deliveries. He owns his own trucking company, delivery company, whatever. And he delivers to a lot of the hotels, all the towels and accessories. He delivers to hotels. And I was with him, helping him out some deliveries. And he said to me, hey, you hungry? I said, yeah. So it's Tuesday. On Tuesday in Ontario, or most of Canada, I don't know, but I know in Ontario, it's Toonie Tuesday. Back in the days when I first started, it was $2.50 for a 2-piece and fries, and it was Toonie Tuesday. You know, that was the thing. So Toonie Tuesday is like stuck in our now. It's enhanced to like it's $5, $6, but it's still cheap. On Tuesdays, you get a good 2-piece combo for a certain price. So I'm like, yeah, let's get some KFC. It's Toonie Tuesday. He's like, forget KFC, get Mary Brown's. I was like, what's Mary Brown's? I didn't know at the time. Mary Brown's popped up. It comes out from a different part of Canada, and it's a franchise. But he said, as much as we've had KFC, and we think KFC's dope, when you taste Mary Brown's, it's way better. Better quality, better type of whatever. So I was like, well, I'll bet, whatever. He's like, and he wouldn't stop. He's like, when you try this, and blah, blah. So I was like, why is he hyping this up so much? Does he work for them? And we stopped, and we got it, and I bit into the chicken, and at that very moment, I understood exactly what he knew to be the truth that I would understand. So what makes Black Canuck tick is the people that I grew up with, the foundation, the people around me. Off camera that you never, but on camera you're about to meet. And that's what I'm doing. I feel to tell you my story, I have to tell their stories. And that's why I'm going to implicate them here and there. But yeah, Mary Brown's, I'm here now, and wow. So what I did is I got the 2-piece, 3-piece with fries, gravy, and a macaroni salad. Cream soda to wash it down. Let's get it. And I'll tell you, just like Mega Sean told me back in the day, bigger, juicier pieces than KFC. But when you bite into it, it tastes better. KFC used to be salty, but good taste. But this is like perfect balance, perfect fry. Consistency is key. And that's one thing Christmas list will tell you. Christmas list will tell you consistency is key. Especially when it comes to YouTube. But with them, Mary Brown's, I don't know how to do it. Every time I have it, it just hits nice. Well, you know what time it is for me. Refill time. I'm gonna get into it. Cream soda. Excuse me. 3-piece, 2 sides, drink, that price, less. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, share, tell a friend. Black Canuck. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a hustler that YouTube's good. Let's get it. And I appreciate everybody from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed so far, and everybody that's about to subscribe, and every subscription I get, because I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 550 right now, and let's go. Please, please, please. So you can get a good idea of my palate. I got regular. I don't like spicy too much, but I'll try here and there. Like you see in the last video with the oysters. But I got honey barbecue and regular. Gravy, mac and cheese, cream soda. Salty, sweet, cheesy. That's my type of thing. I don't eat pickles. Pickles is just not my thing, but if I go to McDonald's and I get a burger and there's pickles on it and I bite into it, I'll eat it. But by choice, I will not do it. So I don't really like pickly, soury type things. But when I eat Korean food and they put the pickled things with the rice, I'll eat that too. So it all depends on, like hot sauce. I say I don't like it, but if you take a bunch of hot sauce and put it into a curry chicken, cooked into it, and it could be hot as hell, I'll eat it and I'll enjoy it. But I can't put it on like ketchup. So it just gives you a glimpse into my world and lets you know, Black Canuck, how I am. That's it. You saw that. The meal's done. Explosive, creative. Got to meet the legendary Zion, good friend. You saw a little bit. More to come from Zion later on in the future. You know, we just recently touched back base. Got to meet the legendary Toronto B-boy, Swift B. And you got to see we're Black Canuck before, when I was Georgie Porgy. I'm still Georgie Porgy, but to you guys, I'm Black Canuck. Mastered my craft of mixing together, making, producing, and selling mixtapes. And yeah, that's it for now. Because I don't know, but I just ate and I got the itis. If you don't know what the itis is, if you do know what the itis is, leave a comment below. If you don't, try and figure it out. That's your homework for the end of this video. Find out what the itis is. Because now I feel like that, and back to the east, back to the beaches for me, back that way, and yeah, rest and relaxation, but not really, because I gotta edit and produce and put together and upload the video for you guys. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend. Black Canuck, and we out. I'm out, but you'll see me again soon. Until then, be safe, take care. Today was a blessed day. And look, I'm gonna end it off with some more graffiti. This actually used to be a bank. I think it was BMO or something like that. Koreatown out.